okay, well, where am I now? Because now I might need to make different decisions. So maybe now it's not so much about building up retirement, but it's paying off debt. Or maybe it's about, are you able to go back to the same kind of job you were working before? Maybe not. And does that impact your finances in a way where now you need to pivot a little bit?
So if someone is a few years past active treatment, such as myself, so I think in a couple of days I'll actually be 3 years in remission.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So what are some tips for kind of coming out of the damage that is the financial damage that has been done, during active treatment?
So first and foremost, making sure you have the right health insurance. Because even being out of active treatment, you're probably still getting scans and going to the doctor and getting other tests. And so making sure you have the right health insurance is imperative. And it's really imperative throughout the process, but that need doesn't end when active treatment ends. The other piece about it, I think, is to take a step back and reassess where you are right now. And that can be really challenging for people who maybe had a different financial outlook pre-cancer, to kind of reassess, okay, well, where am I now? Because now I might need to make different decisions. So maybe now it's not so much about building up retirement, but it's paying off debt. Or maybe it's about, are you able to go back to the same kind of job you were working before? Maybe not. And does that impact your finances in a way where now you need to pivot a little bit? I also think, I mentioned the high school class that I wish existed on finances. I think, unfortunately, most Americans don't really understand like what a credit score is and why it's important, and how to look at your credit report and make sure things are accurate and fix changes, and how that can impact you moving forward. I also think as a country, as a whole, we are terrible at budgeting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're terrible at budgeting. And creating a budget is one of those things that's like so easy. Go create a budget. It's actually incredibly hard to do, to create it, to stick to it, and then to understand how it might need to be adjusted if it's not working. So if people are in that kind of challenge of like, okay, great, she said create a budget, but like, what does that mean? I would definitely suggest there are consumer credit counseling agencies in almost every state, where they provide free services to help people understand how to create a budget. They can help negotiate debt solutions. So they're a really great resource. I'd also urge people to think about if talking to a financial planner is appropriate. There's a misconception, I think, that financial planners are only for people who have like Mark Zuckerberg kind of money, and it's just not true. Many financial planners will do a consultation with you for free. Now, they might suggest that you buy things like a disability insurance policy or a life insurance policy, but you can at least get the consultation, and they can help you figure out like what should be your priorities. So do you have a mountain of medical debt? Should that be the priority? Is there a way to reduce some of that debt? Maybe somebody has huge student loan debt. Well, is there a way to kind of defer the student loan debt to put more money towards the medical debt? So it's that Jenga piece again, unfortunately. But those financial counselors can be really, really helpful to help you specifically, I mean, not necessarily you, but like the individual sitting in front of them figure out what priorities they should have.